guys, welcome to my channel. I am Ram. So in the previous video we saw about percentage related problems as well as a few formulas. Okay, so in this video we are going to see about profit and loss concept. So few formulas with related to profit and loss concept as well as few formulas and problems. Okay, so come on, let's get into the video. So what are the exams that can be cracked by using these type of concept is that we can clear IBPS, CSAT, CAT, your state public service commission exams and RRB, SSC. All these exams are relatively quantitative aptitude related exams. So you can clear all these exams by learning these concepts. Okay. So in order to crack this profit and loss concept, you need to learn certain terminologies. Okay, the certain terminologies are, first one is CP, that is cost price. Okay, so what is cost price? In the sense, cost price is the price that requires to manufacture a product. Okay, in order to make an article or a product, the price required, the expenditure required to make a product is called CP, that is cost price. Okay, then there is another terminology called selling price. Okay, SP. Okay, so SP is nothing but the selling price of the product. After making a product, you are going to sell that product. Okay, so in case of cost price, the expenditures are labor cost, material cost, cost like that. Okay, in case of selling price is the price that you are going to sell to your customers. Okay, if you are going to manufacture this pen and you are going to sell this pen for around 15 rupees, then the selling price is 15 rupees and the cost price will be around 10 rupees. For example, the cost price to make this pen will be 10 due to the labor charges, the material that it requires, everything will charge around 10 rupees and you are selling that to 15 rupees. Then the selling price is 15 and the cost price will be 10. Okay, this is the concept. Okay, then in order to find what is profit or loss, we need to use these formulas. That is profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. For example, if you are selling this pen to 15 rupees and the cost price of this pen, making this pen is 10 rupees, then the profit will be 5 rupees. Okay, the profit will be 5 rupees. The cost price of this pen will be 10 rupees and the selling price of this pen will be 15 rupees. Then the profit will be 5 rupees. Okay, so this is the concept of profit as well. So you are making a product for a cheaper price and you are selling the product for a greater price, that is selling price. You are selling that more than your cost price. So if you do that, you will get a profit. That is, if your selling price is greater than your cost price, then you can get a profit. Okay, what happens if your selling price is less than your cost price? Then you will acquire a loss. Okay, if your selling price is greater than your cost price, then you will get a profit, and if your selling price is less than your cost price, then you will get a loss. Okay, so loss is equal to what is the loss formula will be? Selling price minus cost price. Cost price minus selling price. Okay, so cost price will be 10. Selling price, let's say 8 rupees. You are making this pen for 10 rupees and you are selling this pen for 8 rupees. Then you will acquire a loss of rupees 2. Okay, loss of rupees 2. Okay, so this is the concept behind profit and loss. If your selling price is greater than your cost price, then you will get a profit. If your selling price is less than your cost price, then you will incur a loss. Okay, so this is the concept between profit and loss. So the formulas are SP minus CP and CP minus SP. Okay, these are the two formulas that you need to remember. Now I will write over here SP minus CP, then CP minus SP for loss, for profit. Okay, so these are the two formulas. Then let's see a few more formulas as well. Okay, so in order to find profit or loss, we can use these two formulas. But in order to find what is the profit percentage or loss percentage, then we need to use another formula. The other formula is in order to find the profit percentage. Okay, now to find the profit percentage, it's not the profit, it's a profit percentage. In some question they will ask what is the profit percentage that he had gained, or they will ask what is the loss percentage or by doing this transaction of the customer. Okay, so in that case we need to use these kinds of formula. So this formula is profit percentage is equal to profit divided by cost price into 100. Okay, CP into 100, that is cost price into 100. So this is the formula that you need to use in order to find the profit percentage. What is profit? In some cases they will not directly give the profit. Okay, so you need to find profit by using this formula, that is SP minus CP. In order to find profit, you need to use that formula, and you have to substitute that value in this, and you have to get the profit percentage. Clear as that? Okay, so this is profit percentage. In case of loss percentage, the same formula applies. In case of loss percentage, loss divided by CP into 100. So this is the loss percentage. Okay. So both the same, both the formulas are similar. So they don't change much. Change much. Just we need to apply profit over here, loss over here in order to find loss percentage as well as profit percentage respectively. Okay. So that's that. So I will write this also here. So profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. Loss percentage is equal to loss divided by CP into 100. Okay, so that's that. So we have seen almost 4 formulas. Okay, now let's see a simple problem with respect to these 4 formulas, so that you can get the get the concept of it. Okay, so I have taken a problem over here. So Ramesh purchased a radio set at rupees 1500 rupees. Okay, so purchased the radio set for 1500 rupees and sold it for 1200. Find the loss percentage by him. Okay, so it is clear that his cost price is greater than the selling price. So what is his cost price? Cost price is the price that he has incurred to buy a product. Okay, so he have bought the radio set for 1500 rupees. So 1500 is his cost price. Okay, now we are selling that radio set for 1200 rupees. So the selling price will be 1200 rupees. Now they are asking us to find the loss percentage. Okay, not the loss, they are asking us to find the loss percentage. So what is the formula? So this is the formula. Okay, so loss percentage is equal to loss divided by CP into 100, right? So we know the CP. We want to find what is loss incurred. Okay, so in order to find loss incurred, we need to use this formula, that is CP minus SP. Okay, that is cost price minus selling price. So what will be the loss? Loss is equal to cost price. What is the cost price? Cost price is 1500, selling price is 1200. So what will be the loss? Loss is equal to 300. So L is equal to 300. We are just going to apply this L over here. So L is equal to, so we are going to apply this over that. So we will be having around 300 divided by CP. CP is 1500 into 100. So we can cancel 0, 0, then 15, 15 2s are, so 20. So the loss percentage is 20%. Okay, so we have incurred a loss of around 20% by doing this particular transaction. Okay, so that's that. We are using almost all these formulas. That is, we need to use this formula in order to find loss, and using that we are substituting that loss over here, and we are finding loss percentage. Okay, so this is one of the typical simplest problem where they use 2 or 3 formulas in order to calculate what's the required value. Okay, so they might ask questions like this, very simple, but but you need to remember all these formulas. If you forgot all these formulas, then it's then it could turn into a difficult problem in the exam hall. So now we have seen around 4 formulas. Now we are going to move on to the next step. Okay, so the next step we are going to see few more formulas. Okay, so what are those formulas? Is that in some cases they don't give the SP or CP directly. They will ask us to find what is SP or CP, and they might give these 2 things. That is, in case of they might ask us to find CP, right? They might ask us to find CP, and they will give SP. They will give SP as well as profit percentage. Okay, they will give some percentage as well as SP, that is selling price, but they will ask us to find the cost price. Okay, in this case we can't use any of these formulas in order to find CP. Okay, so in order to find CP we can use this formula or this formula, but but in this, if we use this formula, we don't know what is profit or loss, and as well as in this case we don't know what is again we don't know what is profit and loss. Okay, so we just know what is the profit percentage. Okay, we don't know what is exactly the profit, so we can't use any of these formulas. Now we are going to find learn another formula in order to crack such type of questions. The next formula will be, so in order to crack that type of questions, we need to use this formula, that is CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus profit percentage into SP. Okay, this is the formula that we will use in order to find CP if they have given SP and profit. Okay, so if they have given SP and profit percentage, you will use this formula and find what is cost cost price. Okay, then if they have given instead of profit percentage, if they have given loss percentage, let's say X percent, Y percentage, so they have not given the profit percentage, they have given only the loss percentage and SP. In that case, you just need to substitute this alone, that is CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage into SP. So this is the only change you need to make. So it's not very difficult to memorize the formula. So you just need to memorize this one formula so that you can derive this. That is, you are just going to change the sign of plus into minus. Okay, so that's the only change you are going to do. So these are the two formulas you need to remember in order to find CP when they are given SP as well as percentage, profit percentage and loss percentage. So in that case, you need to use these two formulas. So I will write these two formulas over there so that you can we can see whenever we need it. Okay, so 100 divided by 100 plus profit into SP. Then CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus loss into SP. So these are the two formulas that we need to remember. So we have seen how to find the cost price, but we didn't see how to find selling price. Okay, so in case of in some cases they may reverse the circumstances. They will reverse in such a way that they will give your cost price. They will give your cost price as X. Okay, so they will give the cost price and they will ask us to find the selling price. Okay, and they might give what is profit percentage, or they might give loss percentage, that is Y percentage. So in this case, what we have to do is that we are going to use a similar formula like this in order to find the selling price. In order to find the selling price, what we are going to do, we are just going to interchange this formula. That is, we will write 100. We will change the denominator and numerator. So 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100 into CP. Okay, this is the formula we will use in order to find SP. Okay, so we are just going to change the numerator and denominator. Instead of SP, we are going to multiply it by CP. That's the only formula. Now, if you think in this way itself, if you have this formula itself, you can change. You can cross multiply over here, and you know what will be the value. So SP is equal to 100 plus P divided by 100 into CP. Okay, so this is not the new formula. It's just a derivation from this formula. So we are taking all the things other than SP to the other side, and we are getting SP is equal to 100 plus P divided by 100 into CP. Okay, so that's the only thing we are doing. Similarly, if they are giving loss percentage instead of profit percentage, we are just going to derive SP from the same formula. Okay, so we are just taking the 100 by 100 minus L to the other side so that it will get reversed. So in that case, we will get SP is equal to 100 minus L divided by 100 into CP. Okay, that's the only thing that we are going to do. So in order to find SP, you also want to remember this formula. So I would suggest you don't want to remember this formula, just remember this one formula so that you can derive SP from SP formula from this formula itself. Okay, so that's that. So we have seen around 8 formulas. Okay, so with these 8 formulas, we can see few more problems as well. So in the next problem, the next one also is a simple problem. Let's see that by selling a cap, okay, by selling a cap for rupees 34.40. So by selling a cap for, so selling prices So SP is equal to 34.40 rupees. Okay. Okay, a man gains a profit gains. Okay, gains means profit. Okay, gains of gains 7.5 percentage. So profit percentage is 7.5, right? Yeah, 7.5. What will be our CP of that cap? So they are asking us to find CP. Okay, they are asking us to find CP. So similarly, they have given profit percentage as well as selling price. They are asking us to find what is CP, that is selling price. So we can use directly this formula and we can find it. Okay, so it's one of the simplest problem. We are just going to substitute the values. Okay, so what is CP? CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus P into SP. So 100 divided by 100 plus P. So here P is equal to 7.5. So 107.5 into what is SP? SP is equal to 34.40. Okay, so now we can cancel these both. So if we are taking it like this, we will be having 107.5, right? So we can cancel it by 5 table, then we will get around I guess, let's cancel it by 5 table. 5 2s are 10, then we can say 0, 5 2s are, then 5 1s are 2, then 0.5. Okay, here 5 6 are, then 44, 8s are, then 4 8s are, then we can cancel it by 5 table, so we can get 4.3. Then we will be having around we can't cancel it by 5 table. I think you can directly cancel it by 215. So we will be having around 32. Okay, so if we cancel this, we will be having around 32. Okay, so this is how we are getting what is cost prices. So if we are calculating this, we will get around 32. So the cost price is 32. Okay, so this is what we are doing. We are just applying the formula and we are just substituting what are the values we are given in the question, and we are just calculating it. Okay, so that's that. We are not doing much of a thing. We are just adding it and we are doing what we need to do. Okay, that's that. So this is one of the simplest problem. Let's move on to the next problem. So here we have just substituted the formula and values. So in the next problem, let's see what we are doing. So a shopkeeper sold goods for 2,400 rupees. Okay, so sold. So the selling price is 2,400 rupees and made a profit of 25%. So profit is equal to 25%. Okay, profit is equal to 25%, and in the process find his profit percentage if he had sold his goods for 2040. So the new selling price would be 2040 rupees. If he have sold for this, how much profit he would have got, he would have gained. Okay, so in order to find that, we need to know what is our selling price. Okay, so cost price. Okay, so only if we know what is cost price, we can find what is profit, and then we can find what is the profit percentage as well. So what we are going to do, we are going to find what is cost price. Okay, so how we can find cost price? We can use these two parameters and we can find cost price by using the same formula. Okay, so cost price is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus P, that is 100 plus P in the sense 125, 100 plus 25, 125, then into SP. SP is equal to 2400. Okay, so I can divide this by 25 table. So 25 5s are 25 4s are, then 5 1s are, then I can cancel this by 5 table. So I will get 480. So I can multiply these two. I will get around 0. Then 4 8s are 32. So 2 3 4 4s are 16 19. So 1920. So cost price is 1920. 1920 is the cost price of that particular article, right? Yeah, the goods. Okay, cost price is 1920 is the cost price of the goods. So now we know what is cost price is. Now we are going to find what is our profit percentage. Okay. So in order to find the profit percentage, we are going to use this formula. So in order to use that formula, we need to know what is the exact profit amount. So we don't know what is the exact profit amount. So in order to find what is the profit amount, we are going to use this formula. That is profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So selling price is 2040 and the cost price is 1920. So we are having 10, 60, I mean 80 over here and 40 over here. So 120. So 120 profit is equal to 120 rupees. Okay. Then what is the profit percentage? Profit percentage is equal to 120 divided by what is the cost price? Cost price is nothing but 1920 then into 100. So we have to calculate it. So we can cancel 0. Then we will be having around 12 tables, right? So we can cancel it by 3 tables. So 3 4s are 3 6 are 18, 1 4s are, then 4 1s are, 4 16s are, I guess. Yeah, 16s are. So 16. So we will be having 16 and we have to cancel this by 16. So we will be having 16, right? 16, okay. I can cancel it by 4 table, 4 25s are. So 4 4s are, then 4 1s are, so 4 6 are, 6.2. So we will be having around 6.2 percentage. Okay. So the the profit percentage is 6.2. Okay. He gained a profit of 6.2 percentage. Okay. So that's the problem over here. Here we have used few other formulas. So we have used around 3 formulas in order to calculate what is in order to come up with the answer. Okay. So the difficulty level depends upon how much work you are doing. Okay. So here we have used around 3 formulas and we have also used how to derive that. Okay. So that so this is one of the intermediate problems. Okay. So come on, let's move on to the next problem. So in the next problem, so before going into the next problem, we have to learn some other thing. So in order to solve the fourth problem, we need to know another formula. So that formula is if the CP of M article is equal to SP of N article. That is, so if cost price of M article, okay, if the cost price of M article is equal to selling price, okay, selling price, this is cost price, selling price of N article, article in the sense a product. So N pens, 10 pens, 10 pens or pencils, whatever it may be. Article in the sense the product, a pen, pencil, something like that. So N article, then profit or loss. It can be anything. Okay, profit or loss percentage can be found. Okay, can be found by using this formula. That is M minus N divided by N into 100. So if you use this formula, you can find what is the loss or profit by selling like this. Okay, by doing a transaction where the cost price is equal to the selling price of N product. N article. So M minus N divided by N into 100. Use this formula, you can find what will be the profit or loss while doing a transaction like this. That is, if cost price of M article is equal to selling price of N article, then if you use this formula, we know what is the cost. What is the profit percentage or loss percentage. Okay. So I'm going to write this formula over here so that you can see it whenever you want. So what will be our loss or profit percentage will be M minus N divided by N into 100. Okay, so this is the formula over there. I am writing that formula there. So we are going to see a problem related to this formula. So the question says that if the cost price, okay, the cost price of 30 article is equal to the selling price of 20 article. So they are saying that the cost price, that is cost price of 30 of 30 article is equal to selling price of 20 article. Okay, so they have said the article numbers. So m is equal to, if we want to directly substitute in this particular formula, then m is equal to 30 and n is equal to 20, right? So if you just in order to find what is they are asking us to find the profit percentage. Okay, so they are asking us to find what is the profit percentage. So just we need to apply these two in this particular formula and we can get the answer. So what we are going to do, profit or loss percentage, let's assume we don't know what is what is going to be gain or profit, gain or loss in this particular transaction. So profit or loss percentage is equal to m minus n divided by n into 100, right? So m is equal to 30 minus 20 divided by 20 into 100. So I can cancel it by 5 table, 50. So 10, 10, yeah, 10, I can cancel 10, then I will be having 10 below, so I can cancel this too. I will be having 50, so I will be having around 50%. So I will be having a profit of 60%. Okay, so if why I am saying it is a profit in the sense, because we are getting this in a positive sign. Okay, we are getting a plus 50, we are not getting minus 50. In some cases we will get minus 50 if m is less than n. For example, in some cases they might give let's say m is equal to 20 and cost price of a product is 30. Okay, so in this case the game changes, right? So here we will be having 20 minus 30, right? So in this case we will be having minus 10 above, so we will be incurring a loss of 50%. Okay, so that's not the case here. Here we are having a positive value, so the profit is equal to 50%. Okay, so we have seen around 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 different formulas today, and the relative problems with respect to that. We have covered almost almost 90 80% of profit and loss concept. So in the next video we are going to see about more problems as well as few more formulas related to profit and loss concept. So please watch that video as well. If you have any other queries with respect to profit and loss concept which I have taken today, so you can please comment that in the comment section so that I can clarify that as well. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.